What questions get teenagers talking to you?
Welcome to Parenting Matters Now, a source of parenting advice a few minutes at a time.
Hi, this is Dr. Roger Smith of Parenting Matters Now. Questions are important with teenagers because if you want your children, your teenagers, or your preteens to talk to you, the very most important thing to do is to listen when they do talk. But sometimes you ask a question and all you get is one-word answers. Fine, nothing, I don't know. And so there is an art to actually fostering a type of relationship where your teens will talk to you, and there is not a magic question. There are no magic manipulative type of things that you can do to turn on their talking, so to speak. But the right kinds of questions do help. If your teen or preteen is not talking to you, that should be a signal that something needs to change about you to foster the kind of environment where they can or will talk to you. Sometimes you just need space. You need time. You need to go away. You need to go on a car ride. You need to do something where it's just the two of you. So sometimes it is that kinds of thing. But there are also some types of questions that foster conversation. And we have to train ourselves to ask those types of questions. And we refer to those as open-ended questions where there's not a single word answer to it. So when teens or preteens feel like they are being examined, interrogated, someone is kind of delving into their world, trying to push their way in, they often will shut down and lock down the doors of communication, so to speak. So let me give you some examples of the types of questions that might foster conversation when there is already a sense of pleasantness in the relationship. If there is tension, if there is distance, a hostility or a coldness in the relationship, there are going to be other things. It won't be just the question. It won't be just the time. But these types of questions may help. Let me give you some examples. Who is someone you look up to? Tell me about them. There's not a single answer to that. And there's no right or wrong answer to it. That's the other thing about an open-ended question is neither right nor wrong. Okay, here's another one. What do you wish was true about you? Well, they may have to think about that one for a while. And sometimes they'll go, I don't know. And if you'll wait them out, sometimes they'll say, I wish I could make friends easier. Or I wish my hair was curly. Sometimes it's very superficial, but hey, even that, they're talking to you. So your level of acceptance or level of success, sense of success, must at least at the beginning have very low levels of expectation for it to be successful. And so tell me about something you daydream about. Okay, so what makes you feel best about yourself? What, okay, or who makes you feel best about yourself? Okay, so that tells you who they value and who is doing something right. And if that person makes them feel best about themselves, maybe you need to learn from that person. It could be a friend who's not a great influence, but they're doing something right to influence them. All right. So describe what the most amazing person would be like. That kind of question, describe something that will inherently tell you what their values are, what's important to them. So if they're describing the most amazing person, well, one, maybe you need to work on those qualities uh, that you want to be amazing in their life. So I'm not saying try to become somebody that you're not, but you can improve on aspects that are important to them. If you could change your school, your church, your world, your community, your home, Okay, you can fill in the blank there. If you could change your school, what would the improved school be like? And if you give them a chance to talk to you about these types of open-ended questions, they inherently will reveal what they're thinking, what's important to them, and it helps you to know them. That's what you want in the conversation. You want to know your child. So as they grow older, it's most important to know the child. When they are young, the conversation helps them to know you. Oftentimes, I see parents in the teens and preteen years constantly giving lectures and corrections and things and trying to tell them what is right in the world, what is right, what's right behavior, what's right attitude, what's right everything. Well, you've been telling them those things, hopefully, throughout all their childhood. And the job now is in the conversation to listen to them and to get to know your child as that person, the adult person in them is developing, and they will reveal to you, if you listen, they will reveal to you who they are, what they want, where they see themselves going, and you can help be their guide if you know them, not if you're just giving them lectures. So in the early years, you do the talking. In the latter years, you do the listening. So help your child, your teen and preteen begin to talk to you by asking good questions and giving them space to answer. This is Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now.
Subscribe to Parenting Matters Now for more advice, or go to rogersmithmd.com to search for more topics. See you next time.